So let me tell you the story of how I got my first internship when I was in second year of my college, and I learned a lot through this. So I thought, let me just share this, as you can just pick a thing or two and that can help you do great things. So I'll kind of divide this video into three parts. First, I'll be sharing the story of how I got the internship, and the second, I'll be sharing all the things I learned that I did not know before getting into this, and third, I'll be sharing why did I quit that internship and some tips and things that I have learned the hard way, or they will just save you a lot of trouble. And yeah, let's just get into it. So the story starts around May or June, I guess, when I was kind of okay with web front end kind of stuff, and then I was very intrigued and interested in how this authentication works and how this backend works, how I click a button and things get saved, because there is only something or some part you can do with front end. You can't build really awesome things with just that part, right? So I was very interested and wanted to learn the full stack thing. So the thing about me is that I don't watch these 10-12 hour courses because they just get you into tutorial hell. Just really comfortable, and I just can't learn through that. So what I do is that I just go through a normal YouTube video or just read some docs and get an idea of the flow of how this thing works, and then I just think of a simple project that I can make with it and just start making that and go through a lot of errors, and at the end I kind of learn it. Okay, so this is how I learn things. I did exactly that with the Mon stack, and I just watched this video. This is a really great video, or you can learn how the flow works. It's pretty good. And then I built this People You Admire project with this was my first full stack project, and I have also made a video on it. So around in 1 month I had learned all these stuff. All these things happened. I made this project, so I was just filled with confidence, and I thought, okay, now let's just try to apply for some internships or work roles, because as more I get into it, I will learn more and do more things. And I was pretty confident that nothing is going to happen because my resume was pretty noob kind of. It was just filled with some projects and not really some important work experience. So I just randomly applied because I knew that these work things or internships are just numbers game. You apply to a lot, many don't get back, but some do. Sometimes you get interviews, so as much you apply, it's great, right? So I did that. I applied to 20 positions or something, and I used AngelList to apply to a lot of startups, because only startups can hire you at this position. And I will also recommend AngelList if you want to apply to things. Unlike other job boards, it is pretty well made, and it has its own in-app chat features, which is pretty good. You can just talk to the founder or person who is reaching out in the app itself, which is not something you'll find in other job boards. So it is pretty cool. Now after doing this for 2 to 3 days, nothing happened, but then one day I get this message that someone has replied or messaged me on AngelList. I get a mail, and then I go there and see someone has reached out to me, and they had sent a take-home test or whatever you call it. They are if you have applied ever to development positions or startups, they hire mostly through this kind of stuff. They will send you something to do, implement some feature or make something within some period of time, and it's most probably in days, and you do that. Then they tell you either you get an interview or not. Then I did not know what is this thing. I just knew that there is something called this take home coding test kind of thing. So that was weird for me, and as I started reading what were the requirements of the test, and then it became even weirder, because they had asked to make a kind of whole app, both the front end and the back end. It was a Mon app, a song uploading app. There will be a feed, user will have a profile there, so there will be authentication with JWT. And I thought, is it normal that companies ask all these things? And then I read the time required to make this, which was just 5 to 8 hours. I was like, what? And then it was also written that the time is not hard limit, but I was like, 8 hours means obviously they must be thinking that I should give it in one day, I guess, because it was new to me. And later I got to know that this was actually not normal, because even quality startups, they give you just to implement a feature or to clone a web page. But I had this in mind that I had to do it because it's the first thing I got, and I will not just blow it off. So I thought, whatever happens, and I just started coding it, because the People You Admire had also the same kind of features, and I also had learned how to implement JWT authentication, luckily just some time before. So that was a pretty hectic day. I just heads down just coded the whole thing. So it took like the day 12 hours of that day, starting from 10 o'clock in the morning to like night something. Then the next day I just worked for 2 hours in the morning or something, and then I thought, okay, this is enough, this is the minimum requirements. The user can upload the songs. He had a profile page, he can see what he has uploaded. In the feed he can see what others have uploaded. Okay, I'll just stop this guy been blabbering since a lot of time. I'll just show you instead what this thing is, what I built and just submitted. So this is, I called it Song Up because it's song and it's uploaded, so Song Up. Okay, I'll just shut up. So this is the thing. As you can see, it has a feed, as they said. So these are some songs that have been uploaded by various users. By you can see the time, and here it says, hello user, please sign in to post. Okay, I'll do that. So sign in. I don't have an account, so let me just make one. Just press sign up and boom, here we are, we have logged in. It still works now. So here you can see you can post a song. I'll not post a song, it will just take some time. So the JWT authentication is still working. I can just play a song maybe. So this is a friend has uploaded this, so I'll say play, and yeah. So yeah, this was the thing I actually built, and I'll just transfer to the guy who was talking. I thought that is all I can do, and also the time is not there. This was also in back of my mind, and I thought, oh, let me just push it and just submit it. Right now I submitted that, and the company was in US based, so the person was in US. He got back to me in the evening with a meet link, Google Meet link. So I thought, okay, that could not be bad. So it is going good, I guess. I'm progressing to the next stage. So we had a meet link set up exactly on that evening. So I thought, okay, I'm going to be asked some more technical questions, but it was not asked, and I was just told that I was just asked some normal questions, and then he told me that you'll be joining the company. And I'll be pretty honest, on that day I was like super happy because you just realized that, okay, I've just got my first internship. So, and I guess it just happens to all of you. Just let me know in the comments, I don't know. But then all the opportunities are like, okay, fine, but the first one is always the special one, I guess. So this is how I got my first internship, and it was pretty crazy, I know. So let me tell you now what things I learned through this process, or through getting through that internship. So I guess you basically learn a lot when you are working for the first time, or you just have a first real world experience where you're working with a team. So I just did not know all this stuff existed, like Jira, Confluence, just daily stand-ups or stand-ups itself. I did not know what all these things are, but turns out these are basically pretty basic things that happens in a software engineering team, or when you are building something with people. So I basically learned how software engineering works and how you work with a team building something, right? So that was pretty cool. And coming to the technical stuff, I was blown off. I'll be really honest, I was blown off when I saw the server, because obviously I did not have much experience writing servers. I just wrote minimal Express CRUD servers, but I did not know this TypeScript things and dependency injection. This was just out of the world for me, and I was just seeing it for the first time. And when I saw the code, I was like, what was happening? Being really honest, I was pretty nervous, like what I'm going to do now. But I obviously talked to the senior engineer, and he just suggested me some resources, and within like 2 to 3 days I was good with TypeScript. I was starting to use TypeScript with React, which was pretty awesome. And obviously later I also learned about dependency injection. What is this, how this helps us writing good code, how TypeScript makes your code more scalable or maintainable instead of using just JavaScript. So the thing is, my growth curve was super steep after joining the company, especially the first month, as I just learned a lot of things in super short amount of time because of the things I had to implement, because I had a responsibility now as a intern to build things and obviously to learn all these things. So yeah, it was just super awesome. The thing is that you just learn a lot when you do hard things. Just try to fail more. So just have a goal to just do hard things, and just not the things that you already know. That will just push boundaries and just open up new things. Cool. So these were all the things that I learned, and it was super awesome, made me a better engineer. And now coming to why I quit the internship. Now it was around 3 months into the internship, and honestly I just did not like the thing we were building. Obviously if you build anything, it will give you experience, boost confidence, all these things will happen, you learn a lot, but for long term you have to love the product you are building, right? And personally for me, I love to build things that anyone can use in the world, plan how to get it to hands of more people and grow the product and just build a great thing that anyone can use. But the thing here was that it was not a product company, it was a service based kind of thing, because you can say it like a contract based freelance stuff, because they were a company and they were building something that a client would need, an app that a client would want. So it was something like that kind of service based thing, which is a pretty good way to earn money, and I totally respect that because money is a necessity, right? But personally for me, I would just rather build something that would help a lot of people. Anyone in the world can use it, anyone can download it, anyone can interact with it, get helped by it. I would rather build something like that for no revenue than just do something for money, because that's just not me. And honestly, that's the reason I would rather work for a startup with a vision to help people than just go work for a service based company, because it just does not make sense to me. Cool. So let me just tell you some tips and things that it could help you in your journey to finding internships and stuff. So if you're wondering now, okay, how can I get an internship, or how will I be placed, all these things, just don't care about those things, just let them go. Just focus solely on building skills and projects, right? Just build as much as great side projects as you can, because those are the things that give you confidence, and they gave me personally. And I just suggest to anyone, just keep building projects, build skills. Placement, internships, they will happen. Now once you start building these projects and have built up some projects, you'll have a lot of confidence to just go into interviews, crash interviews, and fail to answer questions. Like I have done this a lot of time, and it is a great thing that you can do, because after the interview you will know what you don't know, which will just help you in the next interview. So at some point you will know a lot of things, right? So that's the point. So just never get fears of interviews. Like the nervousness is pretty normal, but like go apply and fail, because that is awesome, and you will get 1 or 2 interviews. That's not the point. The point is just trying to do things and fail. Now another important thing that, especially if you are in India, you must have been coming across, especially in this lockdown things, that come to us, we will not give you any money, you will just get a certificate that you have an internship. And these guys are just trying to take that advantage of you wanting to desperately get that first internship, which is pretty understandable. But just know that every legit internship pays a stipend, right? And if it does not, it is not an internship. And obviously there are some exceptional cases, if like you get to work with someone you admire, or you are going to learn a lot than money can amount to. So that is something really great, right? But mostly these are kind of scams. Just don't get into those. Just know that every internship pays a stipend, because people who know time is money, they value others' time too. So you get paid for how much you work. Read the offer letter carefully before just signing and sending it with excitement. Just read through the points. And last thing I would say, that always have a resume ready. If you don't have one, just make one, because I remember in the early days, in my first year's early days, I did not have one. So I just procrastinated when it said apply now with a resume. I just did not have, and I always said, oh, I will make that tomorrow, or sometimes in the weekends, but I did not. So have a resume ready, however lame it may look. Just have a resume, start building projects, add them to your resume, add the live links the interviewer can go to. So yeah, that was all about how I got my first internship. And do let me know, just shoot out any question you have or any thoughts on this video. That means a lot to me. And obviously if you like the video, make sure to smash that subscribe button, that means a lot. And if you loved it, share it in your socials, tag me up on Twitter. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, have a great day and keep building.